Hi guys, it's Jen here. I am getting ready to put my herb roasted chicken in the oven, and this is such a delicious, easy to make chicken that I thought I would share the recipe with you. This is definitely a family favorite in our house. First, you're going to need a 4 to 5 pound whole chicken. So you're going to want to rinse that and then pat it dry with paper towel and fold the wings underneath. Then obviously place it breast side up on in your pan. You can use a roasting pan if you want. I just have a baking dish here. And then you will need 2 tablespoons of butter, and you're going to melt that. You'll need 2 to 3 cloves of garlic, and then for the herbs you're going to need some dry basil, some sage, some thyme, and then salt and pepper. So I melted my 2 tablespoons of butter, and I'm going to pour that right over the chicken. I minced my garlic, and then in a little dish you're going to need 1 teaspoon of dried basil, about 1 teaspoon of salt, about a half teaspoon of sage, a half teaspoon of dried thyme, and then about a half teaspoon of pepper. I have my oven preheating to 375, and I poured my butter right over my chicken, and you can just rub it in a little bit with a pastry brush and make sure it's all covered with the butter. And then I have my minced garlic here, and I'm just going to sprinkle that over the top. You can even put a little bit inside if you want, just to really give it a good flavor. This is incredibly easy, but it's so good. It gives the chicken such a good flavor. And then you're just going to sprinkle your herbs right over top, and then you're going to want to pat them into your chicken. And again, you can put a little bit of this on the inside, which I'll do in a second, but you're just going to want to pat your herbs in really well and make sure you cover all of the chicken. My chicken is all set to go in the oven at 375 degrees, and it usually takes about an hour and a half to 2 hours. If you have a meat thermometer, you can check it and make sure that it registers to 180 to 185 degrees. If you do not have a meat thermometer, one way that you can tell if your chicken is done, your chicken legs will kind of separate and be really loose in there, and then your chicken will be golden brown, and you can always cut it open. You don't want to cut it until you think it's done, because obviously you'll let the juices out, but I always cut my chicken just to make sure, even though I have a meat thermometer, but just to make sure it's not pink at all inside and it's cooked through. Okay, my chicken is done. It took exactly an hour and a half for my 4-pound chicken, and I used my meat thermometer, and the temperature was right on. And as you can see, the legs are loose in there, and I did cut it just to make sure, and there is no pink, so it is done. You'll want to let it rest for about 10 minutes before you slice it. But I hope you enjoy this recipe. I hope you'll give it a try. It's a delicious roasted chicken. And let me know if you have any questions at all. Thanks so much for watching.